All right, moving on to our next story. A report by the Rivers State technical team set up by the Rivers State government and headed by Professor Roseline Konya has revealed that about 22,000 persons in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, have suffered from respiratory-related ailments.
The recent rise of illegal refining and bunkers has created a surge of deadly black soot in the atmosphere, which many are quite concerned about. Predictions by health professionals are that if nothing is done urgently to stop the soot, many residents might experience chronic respiratory diseases, heart problems, and increase in mortality rate. This is becoming real as some persons who have found it very difficult breathing while in Port Harcourt have relocated to other places. A suit has been filed to stop the harmfulness of this health hazard known as the Stop the Soot campaign. Well, joining us this morning is Dr. Patrick Ejewere, a wellness practitioner who joins us to talk about this. Thank you so much for being here, Doctor. Now, what is your take on this entire situation, looking at Port Harcourt as a major case study?
Greetings all. The soot scenario is disturbing on several perspectives. Yes, there's health issue when you look at issue of the lungs and breathing, but there's also even the issue of the mind. There's the issue of lifestyle and that of the environment also. Why are we producing this soot? And the people who feel left out of the wealth of the country, people who feel some marginalized, or people who are just in that hopeless scenario. And so they take things matters into their own hands to go and produce this oil. If you've seen any videos of how this illegal oil is produced, extremely toxic. So right there themselves, they expose themselves to harm. They're working in a high stress environment, which means in their body, they have very high stress hormone levels. The result of that is things like high blood pressure, things like strokes. Your body cannot function in a high stress environment. That's for those who are producing the soot. Those who live nearby or who live in the community live under that same level of stress. Seeing that cloud of smoke every day, living with it on your tabletop, on your clothing, on the children, on their hands, on the door handle. I've been told that you park the car, come back in 10 minutes, and there's a coat of soot. And the soot is so fine in terms of its size, it penetrates even very, 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 very small filters. So it gets into the home even when the windows are closed. The moment you open a window or a door, it pours on in. Now, so that in terms of mind, it creates a worry, it creates a stress scenario for the residents as well as the producers of this soot. You look at the arena of just the breathing. My goodness, we're reading about asthma and allergies, but it goes further than that, because the very fine particulate matters will end up getting into the bloodstream and going around the body and depositing in other tissues where it will cause reactions, inflammatory reactions that trigger a wide range of, just a wide cascade. Yes, there's the breathing aspect of it, but there's also cancer. Remember, in this soot, what is in there? Highly toxic materials of incomplete combustion. So yes, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, nitrous oxide, so many other chemicals that are in there that are toxic to the body end up in there. And these things enter the body into the bloodstream and circulate the body. So all systems are affected. Your heart is affected. Your liver, which is the major organ of detoxification, is also affected. Your kidneys are affected. And men, we know based on statistics, men who smoke and get this kind of carbon soot into their bodies have a high rate of prostate cancer. So the entire body is under an assault by this soot. Vision is affected. Skin is affected. We see clients here in Lagos who come from the Port Harcourt area, some with autoimmune conditions that are linked to inhaling and living with these toxic chemicals. It's not just carbon, it's more than carbon. It's some very cruel byproducts of combustion. So that whole area is really a toxic zone, and the entire body is affected. You look at lifestyle. You go to bed, you sleep on your bed, you wake up in the morning and there's soot all over you, on the bed, on bedding also. That's a financial cost just to keep your place clean and soot-free. That's a financial stress again. And then, of course, the impact on the environment, on the waterways, on the flora and fauna. You go to the market, hello. This is totally devastating in all aspects of wellness. Wow. The mindset of people.
Wow, doctor, you have clearly said a lot, talking about the health implication from inhalation of soot, not just inhalation, even when it stays on the surface, just even in the air alone. You've told us about the implication. Is there any way to guard against inhalation of this harmful toxins? What lifestyles can we inculcate at this point in time for people who are living in that area and even people living in neighboring states in that area?
The soot production has to stop. It has to stop. I don't find some way to compromise and get an agreement with these gentlemen who are creating this soot. Stop them from making the soot. Get them involved in legal oil sector. Go train them or do something with them. So you must stop the production. That's number one. Number two, when the body is inundated with this, you must countermeasures. You know, the scale of justice. You have weight, stress on this side. You must do things to counter the stress. The body must have excess systems to clear out the toxins out of the body. So your antioxidants, triggering them, both the ones you eat from food and the ones we make internally in the body. Superoxide dismutase, for instance, glutathione, things to up your regulation of your own antioxidants. Your natural anti-inflammatory systems in the body must be upregulated. You must use masks, proper, high-quality masks, not the regular ones that we use, the 3-micron masks. No, the smaller ones, 1 micron and below masks. Literally, everyone needs to wear those very high-quality masks to reduce the intake. It may not take out every single particle, but it will take out a good majority of them. Help the body detoxify every day. Things that we know create stress in the body, you need to minimize them. Whether it's emotional stress or it's stressful foods like sugars and salts, minimize them so your body can help clear this toxic deluge every day out of the system. The liver has a certain capacity to work every day. You want to avoid distractions of things you can control to allow the body to deal with this deluge of the soot and the other components in soot that are just as destructive. So three areas. 1, stop the production. 2, protect yourself with a high quality mask. And number 3, aid the body in its own innate systems to detoxify itself, to clear the byproducts out of the system.
Thank you so much, Dr. Patrick Ijere, for helping us with this very critical condition out there in the southern part of Nigeria, talking about Port Harcourt and other neighboring states as well. Thank you, and we look forward to have you once more here on Breakfast Central.
Thank you.